Hey guys, so it's Sarah here, and I'm making a vlog about anxiety today because it is National Bullying Prevention Month and it was Mental Health Day on Thursday. So we've got a lot of good things going, and I think I kind of touched on anxiety last week. But the reason it's so important is some kids are so anxious to go to school because they're scared of what someone might say. And the problem is, which I know that we all do this, half the time we think it's a joke, but it sticks with you. And I'm someone who has faced the jokes that stick with you, and then it makes your brain think like way more than it should and overthink. And I will just pre-disclaimer, if anyone saw anything that I've posted on my Instagram account, I am fine now. These are stories from the past, and I will touch on some things that have helped me along the way. So let's get started. I will say that sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will always hurt me is such a good quote, especially for this month, because I think we just don't realize how powerful our words are. And it's sad because we say them, and I'm a sarcastic person, but I never mean it maliciously, and I think that's what we need to keep in mind. But there are also people who mean it maliciously when they use their words or physically, and it creates, to a child who is already anxious as is, it makes it 10 times worse. And I know that because I was a kid that was scared of fire drills. I was scared of like a lot of things. And then even if someone said something that was meant as a joke, it definitely just made my mind go crazy. And some people did try to help me and just say that it was more, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. But until you actually take a step back and do some things to make it fine for yourself, then that's when everything is way better. And I will say that it comes in highs and lows, especially during midterms, especially during weather changing season. And I think with it being October too, you just never know when something's gonna come up. And that's another piece why I'm touching on social anxiety, because this is the kind of start of the year where everyone starts doing the cuffing or the dances, and this is more teenager, but even with little kids, it's like birthday season. There are a lot of November birthdays. I think we all know that. So just be mindful of including others during this season, and just, if you see something, say something, obviously. And I know it's so obvious, but it's so hard to follow through, and I understand that, so do the best that you can. So here are some tips to kind of cope with your anxiety, at least that have helped me. I've already touched on, talking to a therapist, trying some medicines. If you're not into that, that's fine too. Some vitamins can help, as well as exercise to release those endorphins. I journal and do yoga. I love spending some alone time. I don't like too much alone time, but I'm also an introvert. I talk, but that's just because I have struggles with tests, so I try to talk to get more participation points in classes. So note, if you make fun of someone who's kind of like me in that, it's more that we're just trying to get as many points as you guys who can take tests very well. As well as just talk to an adult that you trust or a friend that you trust, and know that it's okay that you don't want to explain everything to everyone, because I don't like talking about my anxiety that much to people. Like, people know I have it, there's an understanding, they know what's going on, sort of. That's enough. I'm not saying that we need, that it's a stigma. It's just, remember, respect personal boundaries when it comes to people talking about it, because we're opening so many doors by just even having a tiny talk about that. So, yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. I will show you my I Am Groot video at the end here. Just remember to choose kind to yourselves and others, and just how powerful words are. Namaste, friends. Bye.
Now repeat back what I just said.
I am Groot.
No! No, that's the button that will kill everyone! Try again.
I am Groot.
Mm-hmm.
I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I am Groot.
No!